everyone, welcome to the reality workshop. Oh man, it's a time. So this is probably going to get put up late, but this is my Dollhouse Diary for the week ending July 12th. You'll notice that I've skipped a week or two or three, I've lost track. And that is because we did some traveling. We went to Montreal and Essex Junction, Vermont, and St. Johnsbury, Vermont. We have friends in all of those locations, so we did some traveling around to, do some things, some fun things, and visit those friends. I honestly did not take a lot of pictures. I took a few, but I think the fact that I took so few pictures just means that I was really living in the moment of all the fun we were having with the people we haven't seen in a long time, and so it was a great trip. When I got back, we actually got back July 2nd, and let's say the 11th, 12th, yeah. So I'm recording this on the 11th for the week ending the 12th. So I've been back for 10 days, and I've maybe spent 45 minutes total in my workshop. It's I'm struggling to get back into it. I'm struggling to feel in control of my schedule and various things going on in life right now. We're in an adjustment phase. My husband just retired, which is partly what this trip was for. It's kind of a celebration of that. Planning on having another career because we're not that old yet. He's planning to. But right now everything's just in, we're just in figured out what's our new normal mode. So it's a little bit crazy. So I'm a mess. I'm frazzled. I'm sweaty. I just come from 3 hours at Best Buy and then the Apple store and then back to Best Buy, trying to sort out my computer issues. I bought a laptop about 4 months ago because my previous laptop went on the fritz. And I thought it was going to be great and I'd be able to edit, my videos really easily and everything like that. And I kept getting the dreaded spinning beach ball. Oh, and their tech worked on it and the Apple guy analyzed it. And I think basically what happened was the person who sold me the computer really made the wrong recommendations for me. I think that the computer just literally was not powerful enough to do what I needed it to do. But in the end, they did the best they could for me. Best Buy is limited in what they can do with Apple issues. Unfortunately, something I didn't really know. So they gave me the best trade-in deal they possibly could, and I dished out a bunch more money. And right now, both the old laptop and the new laptop are at Best Buy, getting all this stuff transferred for me, and hopefully I will have that back tomorrow. Hopefully early enough in the day that I can get this uploaded, but most likely this will not go up until Sunday. So yeah, so that's been frustrating, and I was just like, you're speaking tech, I don't speak tech, and I'm just like getting nervous and sweaty and anxious and frustrated, and every time I have to spend money I kind of go into full-blown panic mode. And can you tell I'm not really having a lot of fun right now? So anyway, Dollhouse Diaries, I don't have a lot to report on. Just sort of Dollhouse world in general. I think most of you know that I do have an Etsy shop. It's just about a year old. It's still in its infancy. It's getting activity, not like I'm aiming for, but very slowly it's getting off the ground, and I just keep plugging away at it and trying to make something go out of it. And I just discovered, I feel like I can't get a break. In the last few days, I discovered that there was this big movement out to boycott Etsy. The reason being that there are some shops on Etsy selling alligator Alcatraz merchandise. So this is the nickname for the big immigration detention center that certain administrators are trying to have built in Florida. It's a horrible thing. Don't get me wrong, I think that's a horrible thing. As far as boycotting things goes, there are boycotts that I highly approve, and I highly, I think it can be a very powerful tool. There are some boycotts I am participating in right now. The problem I have with the Etsy boycott is that boycotting Etsy is going to hurt an awful lot of little people like me who are just trying to supplement our incomes or share something that we love. I heard from one woman who this is her only source of income. She has multiple sclerosis. She told me she had lost 4 jobs due to her illness, like not being able to meet the demands of the job, I suppose, or being unfairly let go. I don't know. I didn't question her too deeply about the details, but you know, she had lost 4 jobs, was unable to support herself, and her kind family pooled their resources, helped pay fees, you know, for her to get an Etsy shop off the ground, and now this is her only source of income. And let me tell you, you will hear ads and things about people making lots of money on the Etsy shops, but most of us are not making big bucks. Those are rare cases. Most of us are making a bare minimum, supplementing incomes that aren't adequate, or maybe making enough to pay some bills. There's probably a second income in the house. There's very few people really making a very good living on Etsy. They are there, but that's not all of us. And I feel that by boycotting Etsy as a whole, I don't really think it's going to have a huge impact on the CEOs of Etsy. Let's face it, they're probably rolling in the money, and they're going to keep on rolling in the money. But an awful lot of small people who don't support detention centers in Florida and who would never sell merchandise with alligator Alcatraz on it and stuff like that, you're hurting us. You're hurting, and all the people I have personally dealt with on Etsy, because I do shop there regularly, have been the nicest, most considerate, accommodating, wonderful people. They're not getting into the, you know, political crap and stuff that's going on in this country, and I'm going to continue to support those people. I don't think they deserve to suffer because of a few people who are selling vile, tasteless goods. So my feeling is boycott the particular shops on Etsy that you don't approve of, but don't boycott all of Etsy and hurt thousands, millions of little people like us who are just doing the best we can to try to make a little extra money. So that's my rant. I'm going to try not to rant in all my Dollhouse Diaries, but I don't know. It's tough right now. It's just really, there's a lot to rant about. But I promise I won't. I'll try not to keep doing that. Okay, so what else is happening? So I am beginning to work on the porch right here. And this little bit right here is my template with some flooring planks glued to it. That's going to be going here. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I do have some video footage for that I will put up as a separate video. That's all that's happening on the Dollhouse right now. I wish I could say there was a lot more, but I'm really going to try to get myself back on track to having regular workshop time. Most days of the week, and by that I mean maybe an hour or two. That's really all life affords me right now. A lot of responsibilities right now. It's a tough time for me to be doing this, but what was I going to wait for? Perfection wasn't going to happen. I did want to share something. I have my first true fan, a YouTube follower named Kathy. Saw on one of my videos, I think it was the one about the Bishop Show, where I did my Bishop Show haul, and I mentioned in there that the only thing that I'd gone kind of in my mind hoping to find that I didn't find was a set of vintagey looking golf clubs. I didn't find any golf clubs at all. So she made me a set of vintage golf clubs, and I am just dumbstruck that, first of all, I mean, this is gorgeous. Look, like it's even like a little bit, you know, aged, grubbified right here. And look, this leather looks like it's been picked up and slung over the shoulder so many times. And all the little different golf clubs. I just, like, I can't get over that she would do this for me and send this to me. She doesn't even know me. I guess we're going to be best friends now. But I mean, isn't this just incredible? Like, why is she not on Etsy making things like this and selling these amazing pieces? She also sent me a little pack of Japanese silk paper, which is very hard to find now, and told me where she got it so that I can hopefully make some flower arrangements and things like that. That's on my list. And she also sent me a little, I don't know what you'd call this, like a golf cap. Is it like a dummy or a frame, I guess, or whatever, for me to cover or paint, you know, however I choose. So I have to think about how I want to do that. But yeah, a little golf cap. So that was just so sweet. So Kathy, thank you so much. That just really, it came on a really good day too. I'll say that. I was having kind of a tough time, and that package showed up yesterday and really just did a lot to cheer me up that day. So brilliant and so appreciated on so many levels. So thank you very much, Kathy. Okay, so the last thing is the knotwork tapestry that I'm making for the dollhouse living room. You can see I now have the tree and all the leaves and the pomegranates done, and I am beginning to work on the bird. Now this has also been sorely neglected since late June, when I started rushing around getting us ready to go on the trip, and I'm trying to think if I've touched it at all since I came back, maybe half an hour. So I now have, I believe, 21 hours of work into this, and that's how far it's got. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many hours this actually takes to complete. But I'm still having fun with it. I was doing it every evening before we went away, even if it was just 15 minutes, and again, barely touched it since we get back. So another thing I have to get on track with doing. So that's the diary for this week. My plan for next week is to get my computer back, try to get a little bit of extra content besides the diaries up onto YouTube. I would love to do more content that I was doing already, but the reality is I have an awful lot of things that I'm responsible for right now. So it's just going to be what it is right now. It's going to be the diaries and maybe 1 or 2 other videos a month. But, you know, I'm starting, and that's the main thing. I'm starting. We'll see where it goes. So I'm going to continue working on the porch flooring, and then the railings and the columns for the porch. You probably can't even really see that very well in this video, but that's going to be another video, so we'll get into that in a lot more detail. So that's probably my main focus for next week, as well as I would like to try to continue working a little bit on some things to list in the shop, for, you know, in anticipation of the holiday season. And I'm probably going to do what I said I would never do and get a little bit political on Instagram and TikTok and kind of argue against the boycott on Etsy and say, let's please go express our displeasure at this vile content that some people, these vile products that a few people are selling, and let's please go, you know, put pressure on Etsy in some other way. Flood them with paper mail. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Sometimes you're just powerless, you know, to do anything. But yeah, I don't want to see all these really lovely Etsy sellers. Some of them are European too. Like, what do they have to do with this? Absolutely nothing. You know, we're going to punish them for still selling to us, which I wouldn't blame them if they didn't do, because nobody likes this country right now. Okay, enough political stuff, enough rant. Let's just go out with one more look at the peacock. It's gonna be so pretty. I love those colors. Yeah. Okay. Just like in my journaling at night, I always try to end on something happy, something I can appreciate, something I can be grateful for. So this, and oh my Lord, this. Incredible miniature. I just keep, it's sitting on my desk. It's not even going to my dollhouse right now because I just have to keep looking at it. Like the little pocket. Look at this. Isn't that just darling? Okay. So thanks for listening to me rant and be political. I promise to try to curb that in the future. And tune in next week when hopefully the laptop is up and running and everything else is going a little better and I can post a more cheerful diary. Bye.